Well, with us today, we have Mr. Philip Strauss of Namibia, who was the judge of our national show here in Duncan, Oklahoma, in April 11th of 2025. So I've just had the chance to visit with Philip about his operation and about the sheep that he selected today, but more importantly, kind of where he gets his knowledge from and the experience he's had raising Dorpers in Namibia. So, Philip, tell us about yourself. How long did it take for you to get here?
Oh, was about 50 hours to
50 hours
50 hours
to get here in
to get
Duncan,
here.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's
It's a
amazing.
long trip.
Yeah, so I assume that's a car or train to the next big airport. And
Yeah, no, we drive from our local town to Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Cape
Okay.
Town, and from Cape Town we fly Washington, Dallas,
Yep.
and driving from Dallas to Duncan.
Dallas to Duncan. I'm sure that was exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're certainly blessed. We appreciate having you here today. Tell us a little bit about your operation in Namibia.
Oh well, I'm born there and raised there. I inherited the farm I'm still living on, and I bought all all the all the land in it's coming into the market. 3 years I bought, so I've a really big land. So my children is farming with me on the
Yeah.
farms, and but my passion is Dorpers. I started with the Dorper stud in 35 years ago,
Yeah.
and he's still busy with them.
Yeah.
And he's still.
How did you pick? How did you pick Dorpers? Hold on 1 second. There's some background. How did you pick Dorpers?
Oh well, it was for me love at first sight.
Yeah.
When I saw the first Dorpers, I bought a few, and yeah, and I start with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, tell us a little bit more about your operation relative to, um, you know, you run them on grass. Does it rain much?
Yeah,
What kind of environment do they live in on your farm?
we live in a semi-desert, so our annual rainfall is 150 millimeters. So it's
Which
not.
that's like 7 inches or
Yeah,
something.
that's about
Yeah.
7 inches.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of rain, but if we got that kind of rain, our grazing is very healthy and very good.
Yeah.
And we that you can keep enough sheep on that grazing for a whole year.
Really.
Yeah, but
And how many sheep to an acre do you run?
about one sheep on seven, no, on 14 acres.
One
Once
ewe on 14
14
acres.
acres.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
About one sheep on 7 hectares.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot out there then.
No, no, we cannot. You cannot farm there with thousands and thousands of sheep.
Yeah.
Because it is not possible to have such a lot of sheep. But we manage, and we can make a living there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you think through like what's been successful for you, you judged the national show in South
South
Africa
Africa.
last year. You're
Yeah,
on the panel of judge. Yeah.
yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, I did it almost the last 5 years, last 5 times.
Last 5 times you
I
judged the South
judged the
African. Okay.
South African championships, and the Brazilian championships. I judged a few times, and the Mexico championships I
Okay.
judged last year.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of judging and do inspections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you select for? I mean, how does it relate to like your operation at home? But whenever you go to judge a show, what are you looking for, and what kind of drives
Well,
your opinions?
well, we it's a little bit difficult. The show is a little bit different than on the farm. On the farm, we select for just meat and so on. But in the show, you have to judge accordingly to the breed standards and that everything is fine. But every characteristics of the animals you're looking for, the good characteristic, uh, must improve uh, the animals. It must improve meat production
Yeah.
and adaptability.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So it's challenging to judge livestock shows. I mean, I used to judge some myself.
Oh yes, it's challenging.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, the easier it
Right.
it
Right.
it,
Right.
it comes. Yeah.
And I guess I was just saying, you don't know what their home environment looks like, but
No.
you know what works on your operation,
Yeah, yeah.
and how they would be successful.
Yeah.
In where you
And,
come from.
and I think if an animal is can produce at in my environment, it can produce everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Because we live in a tough area.
Yeah.
Sheep have to be tough to survive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. As you think about selection of females in particular, what is the one or two characteristics that's just as an absolute must-have?
Feminine.
Yeah.
And
To
function.
you, feminine is head and neck. Is it broodiness? What does feminine mean to
As
you?
a head and neck, but the female shape too. But
That wedge shape.
which not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much. I disagree. The female shape. If a ewe is pregnant, she must be very
Sure.
beautiful
Right.
shape. But if she's not pregnant, she can get a little bit like a box.
Yeah.
But ewes must be functional. They must have good milk. Can give lambs on the field without pulling them out.
Yeah.
And they have to survive.
And then when you think about rams, what is the big driving factor on rams for you?
Rams, like I told you today, I think I don't go for extremes. So the average size, average ram doing better on the field, on the extreme places. The extreme rams with too much meat or too much muscle or
Yeah.
not doing good.
So you're focused more on they don't necessarily need to excel in any one thing. They just can't have any flaws.
Of course.
That's what your ambition is.
Yeah.
And then so you put a lot more emphasis on the females.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
A flock consists out of females.
Right.
Without good females, you don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to spend some time here in the U.S. You're going to get on some farm visits and
Yes, five visits.
5 visits, and
Yeah.
then you head back to Namibia.
Yes.
Hey, we really wanted to just spend a little bit of time with you and understand, your operation, where you come from, what drives success for what you raise. We appreciate you being here. We know that you travel all over the world judging Dorper shows, and so we appreciate you being here in the U.S. with us this year in 2025.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much. I had a very good time in
Yeah.
the US.
Okay, very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Is our mics off?